Welcome to Decoded Daily. This episode is brought to you by Idea Data. Want to stay ahead of the curve in AI and tech? Idea Data helps you get smarter on AI, tech, and new markets, with thousands of professionals already on board, including folks from Fortune 500 companies like IBM, MetLife, Amazon, and more. Check out the link in the show notes to subscribe to their newsletter and join the community. Now, let's dive in. Today, we're strapping on our futurist goggles and taking a deep dive into the tech landscape of 2025. We've got a stack of recent articles to sift through, and our mission, uncovering the potential revenue streams that might emerge from these exciting developments.
Think of it as a treasure map, leading to the gold mines of the future. But these aren't your typical pickaxe and shovel operations. We're talking about entirely new markets and industries, fueled by innovation.
Okay, so let's unpack this first article from Entrepreneur. It seems like everyone's buzzing about data-driven decision-making these days. Is this really the game changer everyone claims it to be?
Well, the hype is certainly real, and for good reason. Data is becoming the lifeblood of modern business. The Entrepreneur article highlights a company that saw a 15% profit increase after implementing a data-driven approach to inventory management. That's a concrete example of how data can translate into real-world business outcomes.
But the article also cautions that just having the data isn't enough. Right. It's about cultivating the right company culture to actually leverage it.
Exactly. Think of it like this. Data is the raw crude oil, but you need a refinery to turn it into something valuable. That refinery is your company culture. You need a team that's adaptable, willing to experiment, and constantly learning.
Even the waste management industry is adding VPs of digital transformation. What does that tell you about how widespread this trend is?
It's a clear sign that data is becoming increasingly important. For businesses of all sizes and sectors, we're seeing this shift across the board, and it's only going to accelerate in the coming years.
And speaking of trends with serious momentum, let's talk about AI. It feels like we've moved past the AI is taking over the world fears and into a phase where AI is just everywhere.
It's true. AI is no longer confined to the realm of tech giants. It's permeating various industries, offering practical solutions, and creating entirely new possibilities.
The AM's Deli workshop we have in our stack really drives this point home. Healthcare is a perfect example, right? Personalized treatment, disease surveillance. The potential applications seem endless.
Absolutely. One particularly fascinating application is using AI to analyze medical images. This can help doctors detect diseases earlier and with greater accuracy, leading to better patient outcomes. And that's just one example among many.
This brings us right back to Idea Data's focus on AI. It's clear this isn't just hype, it's impacting real industries in profound ways. And speaking of impact, this article from Autocar Professional about AI-powered marketing during India's festive auto season caught my eye. They're using sophisticated algorithms to optimize these huge GE sales events.
It's a great example of AI being used to personalize marketing messages, target specific customer segments, and automate marketing tasks. Imagine the possibilities. Algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data to predict consumer behavior and tailor marketing campaigns for maximum impact.
Do you think this type of hyper-targeted AI-driven marketing could become the norm globally? Could this be a glimpse into the future of how we buy and sell everything?
That's certainly possible. We're already seeing AI being used to personalize shopping recommendations online. As AI technology continues to develop, we can expect even more sophisticated applications in the marketing field.
And in this idea of AI-powered personalization isn't limited to marketing. The hospitality industry is also getting a smart upgrade with the launch of Cloudbed's Smart Hospitality Engine. This isn't just about collecting data, it's about using AI to empower hotels to take action and truly personalize the guest experience.
Imagine checking into your hotel room, and everything is tailored to your preferences before you even step foot inside. The lighting, the temperature, the entertainment options, even personalized recommendations for local attractions, all curated by AI based on your past behavior and preferences.
That sounds incredible. But let's break it down for our listeners who might not be familiar with this Smart Hospitality Engine. What exactly does it do, and how does it work?
Essentially, it's a system that learns your preferences from your past stays, your online activity, and any other data you might choose to share. It uses this information to anticipate your needs and create a truly personalized experience. For example, if you always crank up the AC and order room service pizza, as soon as you check in, the Smart Hospitality Engine will learn that and have everything ready for you the next time you arrive.
So instead of just reacting to guest requests, hotels can now anticipate them. That could be a real game changer in terms of customer satisfaction.
Absolutely. And this concept of anticipating needs through data analysis has implications far beyond the hospitality industry. Think about retail healthcare transportation. The potential applications are vast.
It's almost like we're moving towards a world where every experience is tailored to our individual needs and preferences. But this brings up an important question. With all this talk about data collection and AI-powered personalization, what about privacy and security?
That's a crucial consideration. As our reliance on data-driven technologies grows, so does the need to protect sensitive information. The article about building cyber resilience in the climate and energy sectors really highlights this.
Right, this article talks about the risks associated with interconnected smart grids. It's not just about keeping the lights on, it's about protecting critical infrastructure from cyber attacks. That's pretty high-stakes stuff.
Absolutely. As we move towards a more interconnected world, the potential consequences of a cyber attack become increasingly severe. Think about it. Our energy grids, transportation systems, financial institutions, they're all becoming increasingly reliant on technology. So how do we ensure that these systems are resilient and secure in the face of these growing threats? The article mentions something called democratizing data. What does that even mean?
Democratizing data means making it accessible to more people within an organization, not just the technical specialists. The idea is that by empowering more people to work with data, you can improve decision-making, identify potential risks, and even spot opportunities for innovation.
But doesn't that also increase the risk of data breaches or misuse?
It certainly can.
Yeah.
That's why it's essential to have strong security measures in place, as well as clear guidelines and training programs for anyone who has access to sensitive data. And this brings us to another important point. The sheer volume of data can be overwhelming.
Right. The North Penn Now article we have here talks about the challenges of navigating this data deluge. It cautions that more access to data doesn't always lead to better decisions.
Exactly. It's not enough to simply collect data. You need to know how to analyze it, interpret it, and extract meaningful insights.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just drowning in a sea of numbers. So it's not just about having access to data, it's about having the skills and knowledge to actually use it effectively.
Precisely. That's where data literacy comes in. In the same way that we teach children to read and write, we need to equip people with the tools and knowledge to understand and work with data.
So we're talking about a whole new set of skills that will be essential for success in the future.
Absolutely. And this isn't just for data scientists or tech professionals, it's for everyone. From business leaders to healthcare workers to educators, understanding data will be crucial for making informed decisions and navigating this rapidly evolving technological landscape.
It sounds like we're all going to need to become data detectives in a way, learning to sift through the noise, identify the signals, and extract valuable insights from the ever-growing sea of information.
That's a fantastic analogy. We're all on this quest for understanding, armed with our analytical tools and a healthy dose of curiosity.
So as we look ahead to 2025 and beyond, what does this all mean for our listeners? What are the key takeaways they should keep in mind as they navigate this rapidly evolving tech landscape?
I think the biggest takeaway is that the future is brimming with opportunities, but it's also going to require us to adapt and evolve. The companies and individuals who thrive in this new era will be those who are open to change, willing to learn new skills, and able to embrace the possibilities of technology, while also navigating its complexities.
It's about finding that balance between embracing innovation and being mindful of the potential pitfalls. We can't just bury our heads in the sand and ignore these advancements, but we also need to approach them with a critical eye and a commitment to responsible development.
Absolutely. And one final thought to ponder. If data is the new oil, then the ability to refine it into actionable insights is the key to unlocking its true value. How can you become a more data-savvy decision maker? It's a question worth exploring as you navigate this rapidly evolving world.
That's a great point to leave our listeners with. This has been a fascinating deep dive, and I think we've only just scratched the surface of what's to come.
Indeed. The tech landscape is constantly shifting, and the next few years promise to be particularly transformative. It's an exciting time to be alive, and I, for one, can't wait to see what the future holds.
And if you want to stay ahead in AI and tech, try Idea Data. Join thousands of professionals in AI, tech, and business from Fortune 500 companies like IBM, MetLife, Amazon, and more. Get smarter on AI, tech, and new markets with our newsletter. The link is in the show notes.